I Am Makeup by May. If this is your first, oh, I got the hiccups, y'all. I've been having the hiccups all day. If it is your first time here, welcome. Okay, I think I want to try that again. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, I Am Makeup by May. If it is your first time here, welcome. Okay, that was a whole lot better. I hope I don't be hiccuping this whole time, cause oh my gosh, there it goes again. Y'all, how do you get rid of hiccups? I've been trying to get rid of these all day. It's been like on and off, and it's so annoying. I don't know what to do. So, oh my gosh. So, today, y'all know how I promised y'all, like in my way back in my very first video, I promised you guys that I would do story time. So, it's that time right now. I don't know why these hiccups started, oh my gosh, right before I get ready to record. Like, why? Why did you have to? Y'all been fine this whole time. Why did you have to come back? And do not say drinking water helps. I did that. Holding your breath helps. I did that. Like, no, none of it helps. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna really try to get through this whole story without hiccuping so much. I'm gonna try to do it. I think I can do it. This story is about, I had a friend and she was a, you can say compulsive liar, habitual liar, whatever you want to say. This girl, she lied like bad. She wasn't always a liar. At least I don't think she was. Cause she could have been lying to me before and I just didn't know she was lying. But shoot, during this time, this girl was lying bad.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
She lied so bad, like she threw me a whole fake pretend birthday party. Not lying, I am so serious. Like, why would you want to ruin my birthday like that? Like, we supposed to be friends. Like, what did I do to you? Let me just get into the story so y'all can get what I'm saying. I went to the illustrious, the best HBCU in the land. I went to Alabama A&M University. Go Bulldogs. And shout out to all my other HBCUs out there too. This happened during my sophomore year. We just got back to school. We got back to school in August. My birthday is at the end of September. But I'm gonna go back a little bit to August before I get to how she ruined my birthday. Well, she almost ruined my birthday. When I was attending A&M, I had like a real small circle of friends. A&M was like one big high school though, so everyone knew everybody. So I knew a lot of people, but as far as like who I was really close with, it was a real small circle. In my small circle, it used to be me, my now best friend Nicole, and this girl named Tanya. The girl that the story is about, we're just gonna call her Tracy. We met Tracy through Tanya. We all used to stay in the same dorm together, except for Nicole. Nicole used to stay in the dorm across the street from us. But she was at our dorm so much that everybody thought she stayed there. So we met Tracy second semester of our freshman year. And when I started hanging with her, she was real cool. Like, we got along so well. Like, we was always together. We was more together than me and Nicole was. And me and Nicole, we like this. But me and Tracy, we went everywhere together. We would go like to all the parties together, all the clubs, all the sets. I don't know if y'all know, at A&M we used to call them sets, like S-E-T-S. I don't know if other schools do that, but yeah. So we was basically everywhere together. And then it's like when she left the school, people was telling me all this stuff about her that I just did not know. And I'm like, dang, you would think I would know this stuff because I hung around this girl all the time. It's like she was living a double life and I didn't even know it. Now going into sophomore year, Tanya and Tracy didn't come back, but Nicole and I did. So Tracy still kept in contact with us. So she was always calling and texting us, telling us that she was coming back to Huntsville and she was coming down here to move. And she can't wait to see us and she's so excited and all this other stuff. And there was also other people in Huntsville that she kept up with also. So she was excited to see them too. So Twitter was real popular back then. If you know, you know. And so she used to be on Twitter too, like tweeting, I can't wait to get back to Huntsville. I can't wait to see my friends, all that good stuff. Fast forward, she's in Huntsville now. Okay, it's many incidents, but I'm just trying to think. I'm gonna start with the first one. When she tells us that she's in Huntsville, she tells me and Nicole. Me and Nicole were so excited, like, shoot, our girl here, like, we ready to see her. We ready to have some fun. And every time we try to see her, she got an excuse. She got an excuse as to why she can't hang with us. Now, There was a few guys that she was talking to while she was in Huntsville, but this one in particular, we're gonna call him Sean. She said her and Sean are like together at this point. She claims that Sean would not let her out his sight. He not letting her go nowhere, let her tell it. She would be like, oh, Sean at my house, he trying to help me decorate my apartment, all this stuff. Y'all was finna come on campus and see y'all today, but Sean said he got this, and that plan. Sean said I can't go nowhere. It was always that. Then she swore up and down that Sean did not like me. She would say like he can't stand me. Now, let me let y'all know something. I never even really had a conversation with Sean. So for him to say he did not like me, I was like so confused as to why she said that. I used to be asking her like, why don't he like me? Like, what did I do to him? I never really even talked to him for real. I was so confused. But anywho, child, when she used to just tell us that, we like, oh, okay, I guess that's cute or whatever. So now at this point, we used to have this thing called Every Sunday Wednesday. So every Wednesday, everybody would be on the quad. It'll be a DJ out. Everybody be dancing, doing little hustles, or they call them line dances in the South. But I'm from Detroit, you know, we call them hustles.
And that's on period.
Then all the fraternities and sororities, they'll be out there strolling. It'll be real nice. That's your time to just go out there and mingle with everybody, you know, be cute, be seen, blah, blah, blah. So it was every Sunday Wednesday, and Tracy claimed that she was coming to every Sunday Wednesday. So they didn't hold every Sunday Wednesday on the quad like they normally would. It wasn't inside the dorm, but it was like the dorm had like a courtyard, and that's where they held it at. They would hold it there every now and then. She claimed she was coming. She knew exactly where it was at. I was waiting on her to come. Me and Nicole, we were there, but she never came. But she was like texting me the whole time. So she was telling me like, oh, she's running late. Then she told me like, oh, I'm on my way there. So I'm telling her like, you know, well, every Sunday Wednesday is over. And what I would usually do on every Sunday Wednesday, I would always go with some people and we would go to Sonic and get the slushies while it was during happy hour. So that's what I would always do. So she's telling me she on her way and stuff, but she told me her phone is going dead and she ain't got no charger. But she wanted me to wait. The dorm that every Sunday Wednesday was held at, we called it West. She told me, well, meet me in front of West. I'm gonna pull up, but I'm on my way, don't go nowhere. So I really wanted to go get a slush. Like, I'm tired of waiting on her at this point. Like, girl, I want my cheap slush. It's happy hour. So one of our friends, we gonna call him John. John was around and he was talking to some girls in front of West. So I asked John, like, are you going anywhere anytime soon? And he was like, no, I'm gonna be right here, whatever, I'm just chilling, hanging out. I'm like, okay, well, I'm about to go run to Sonic. You let me know if you see Tracy pull up. She said she here. So he like, oh, for real? Cool. Like, he excited to see Tracy too. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm about to go to Sonic. I text her and I tell her, well, I tried to call her and she didn't answer the phone. So I text her and I tell her, hey, I'm going to Sonic. I'm about to go get me a slush. I'll see you when I get back. She doesn't respond to my text message. Cool, I'm still going, bye. I come back, nobody's there. It didn't take me long. Like, Sonic was right down the street from campus. Like, Sonic wasn't too far. I wasn't gone that long. I come back, I still see John in the same spot where I left him at. So I asked him, I say, hey, did you see Tracy pull up? He was like, no, I haven't seen her. So I get on Twitter and Tracy is going in about how I left to go to Sonic. Like, she's super mad. Like, so she's tweeting like, Shakara always wanted a slushie and this and that and blah, blah, blah. She wasn't even there when I pulled up today and all this other stuff. So I'm telling John, like, showing him the tweets, like, she said she was here. She said she pulled up and all this stuff and nobody was out here. So John, like, I've been sitting here the whole time and I haven't seen anybody pull up. So I was just like, okay, I thought it was weird, but I'm like, all right, maybe he was too much in these girls' face and he wasn't paying attention. Like, I don't know. So gave her the benefit of the doubt. So moving forward, we still would try to get her to come to campus to see us, because me and Nicole, we didn't have a car on campus at this time, but she was supposed to have a car and she would still make excuses. She would say she would be with Sean, or she would be with two other guys that she used to talk to when she was attending A&M. So we still not seeing her. She busy. It was even a party that had happened and she claimed that she drove our friend, we gonna call him David. She claimed she drove our friend David to this party or whatever. She had to get him a ride because he ain't had no ride. So it's a few things she said that was just sketchy. Then it gets close to my birthday coming up. So she telling me, and she ain't just telling me, like she's telling everybody that she is throwing me this birthday party. It's supposed to be like a real big set at her house or apartment or whatever, and she's throwing it for me. She talking about she making flyers, all this stuff. I ain't seen not one flyer, but this is what she said. She would tweet like, oh, on my way to Bridge Street. That's a mall in Huntsville. She'll be like, on my way to Bridge Street to get Shakara a birthday gift. Oh my gosh, I spoiled her so much. Oh, I gotta pick up her cake on this day. Like, she was real deal tweeting this stuff. I told you she told like everybody. So she was putting it all on Twitter and invited everybody to this party. EJ even knew about the party. Now, me and EJ, we weren't together during this time. We were still cool and talking. He even knew about this party, so he had plans on coming too. Him and all his friends. So she done told all of our friends. So we got Cynthia, Kim, Shantae. These are all made up names, by the way. We got the whole crew. And we're ready to go to this party. So that same day of my birthday, it was a big event going on that everyone wanted to go to. It was like some type of basketball event in the gym. And everybody went. So she was supposed to come. She told me she was going to come. Then when it got time for us to all go, because we came up in there, we was deep, because we was ready to go to the party for my birthday. She texted us while we was at the event and told us that she wasn't going to be able to go. But, you know, because she was still doing stuff for my birthday. Let me remind y'all again. She told everybody. Like, it don't take much for the word to get around A&M. I told y'all, it's one big high school. And when I say she told everybody, even had an address. Had a whole address for people to go to. So Tracy was supposed to come pick us up and take us to the party, but she not coming. So Cynthia was like, it's cool. I'll just drive us there. It's no problem. I'll drive y'all there. Then I'm gonna come back to campus, because she said she had to pick up some more people, I believe. So we like, all right, cool, that's fine. We go to the basketball event. Then as we leaving the basketball event, I told y'all, everybody, a lot of people wanted to go to this basketball event. So as I'm leaving, I'm running into so many people like, oh yeah, we'll see you at your party and stuff. Like, man, we can't wait, y'all. We gonna have so much fun, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I'll see y'all there. Yeah, it's my birthday and stuff. We get back to the dorm. I think we all took like a few shots, and then we leave headed to my party. Now let me tell y'all, I told you she had a whole address. We put in the address. The address takes us to the exact apartment complex she said she lived in. She told us when we were on our way, she was texting us. She told us it's gonna be the apartment. I got a big blue banner. It was something like that, she said, hanging from the balcony. It was something she had to indicate that that's where the party was. We get near the apartment. It's like the address she gave us, it took us to an apartment, but it was nothing there. It was like, it didn't indicate that there was some type of party or function going on here. So when we pulled up, honey, it wasn't just us out there. Mind you, she told everybody. A&M is a big high school. It's us and a whole bunch of other people looking for this party. And what made it even worse, everybody knew that this party was for me. So you done put my name on this thing, and where is this party? Where is it? So we drive around a little bit, and then, you know, we pulled up. We see everybody. Everybody standing in the parking lot looking confused. I tell them I'm confused. So we're calling her. We're calling Tracy. We called her. I don't even know how many times we called Tracy. Her phone kept going straight to voicemail. Nobody else can get in contact with her either. I just told everybody that was there at the moment, don't worry about it. Just go home. Ain't no party. I apologize. So I'm calling people I know, and I'm telling them like, hey, y'all, ain't no party. Don't even worry about it. But me and my friends that I rode with, we still like so confused. Like, why isn't Tracy answering her phone? I remember that she was telling us that she was with her boyfriend, Sean, whatever he was to her, whatever. She was saying that she was with Sean. So I remembered a while ago, before me and Tracy got cool, I ran into Sean on campus one day, and Sean invited me to this party. He gave me his number so he could send me the party flyer or whatever. So I still had his number in my phone. So I called Sean to see like what's going on, like why Tracy not answering her phone. So I called Sean, and I'm expecting him to know who I am, because you know, you go with my friend, you're with my friend all the time, and you don't like me. Supposedly you don't like me, so you should know exactly who I am. I get on the phone and I'm like, hey Sean, this is Shakara. And he's like, who? I'm like, Shakara. Sean, this you? He like, yeah, but who is this? And I'm like, what? So he sounded a little irritated and frustrated on the phone. So I was like, oh yeah, Tracy said he didn't like me, so let me give the phone to somebody else. By the time I give the phone to someone else, he hangs up. So our friend Kim, she takes the phone and she calls him back, and he answers, and she's like, hey Sean, this is Tracy's friend Kim. Is Tracy with you? And he was like, who? And she was like, Tracy said she would be with you. Where is she? And he was like, you talking about such and such that look like this type of person? Like, he starts describing her. And he was like, you talking about this Tracy? And Kim's like, yeah. Sean's like, I haven't seen her in I don't know how long. I haven't talked to her in a minute. So Kim looking like, what? Oh, okay, whatever. Gets off the phone. Kim tell us what happened, and we just sitting there looking like, what? So at this point, our friend Cynthia, she was like, y'all, let's just go. Shakara, I'm sorry this happened to you. Let's just go back home. Let's go back to the dorm. So I get in the car, and of course I called EJ, y'all. I gotta tell y'all about my stories about me and EJ when we was in college, but I love me some him. I still do, of course. So I called EJ, and I'm like, yeah, don't worry about coming. It ain't gonna be no party no more. I'm all sad because I'm not gonna see him. And he was like, man, for real? Like, dang, man, that's messed up. And I'm like, yeah, ain't no party. I don't know what happened. But anyways, get off the phone with him. We get back to the dorm. Everybody just chill out and go to sleep. Next day, we wake up early in the morning, like early. And we all go to Nicole's room. We all staying in the same dorm now, y'all. Me and Nicole are in the same dorm now. So it's me, Nicole, Kim, and our other friend. We gonna call her Susie. So we all in the dorm together, and we just talking to each other like, y'all, this is so crazy. Like, we kept asking each other, like, was last night real? Because if somebody's your really good friend and they tell you something, you're going to believe them. You're not going to think that they're lying. They can sometimes give you the craziest stuff and you just be like, all right. Because I know my best friend in real life, Eric, when he tell me stuff, it could be the craziest thing. I believe him and he be telling the truth. And sometimes I got crazy stuff to tell Eric and I be telling the truth. So we just didn't know what to believe. We kept just like thinking, did this really happen? Like, she really lied like that? Like, what is going on? Tracy ends up calling Nicole. Nicole puts it on speakerphone. She said that she got into a huge fight with Sean. She said she was on the phone with one of our guy friends trying to give him directions, and Sean took offense to it and got into it with her, knocked her phone out her hand. She said her phone was broke. She had to go get a new one. Then she said that he bust her lip and she was bleeding and she had to go to the hospital. She said she just got out the hospital. So we like, girl, what? Okay. She tells she gonna call us back. So we still looking like, now we're finally at the point after all this lying. We're finally at the point like, okay, we gotta, something not sounding right. We gotta figure this out. So Nicole calls the hospital. It's only one hospital that's close by there that she could have went to. She calls the hospital and asked them, was Tracy there or whatever. She gave her name and said that she was trying to go see her or whatever. They said they never had anyone by that name there. So then I remember that she told us one day that she couldn't come see us because she was going to be with this guy, Robert. I'm just gonna call him Robert. She was gonna be with Robert. So I was like, let me reach out to Robert and ask him, has he seen her since she's been here. So I talked to Robert and I'm like, hey Robert, Tracy said one day that she was gonna be with you and she couldn't come see us because she was hanging out with you. So have you seen her? Robert's like, no. Every time I tried to hang out with her, she said she was with y'all. We're like, oh, okay. Get off the phone with him. And I'm just like, this girl really lied and made all this up. And what's crazy was she still kept her lie going. She ended up calling me later and we all decided, like, everyone felt bad about what happened on my birthday. And they was like, well, Shakara, we're gonna go to the club tonight and we're gonna have a good time. So I'm like, all right, cool. It was a big party happening, so we about to have fun. So she calls later on and tells us like, y'all, I'm gonna be at the club or whatever, and da-da-da-da. Cause she said she gotta fight some people. It was somebody she was supposed to be fighting. She said she gonna fight them at the club. We knew she lied at this point. So I was just like, all right, Tracy, I'll see you there. Of course she never came. And you know what? I never heard from her after that. I never spoke to her again. I didn't even bother to let her know like, hey, I know you was lying. Like, nothing. She never even spoke to me again. She never reached back out after that. I don't know what happened, but she never called me again or texted me or even said, yo, my bad. And till this day, I don't know why she lied like that. I don't know what possessed her to just do something like that. And I'm just be trying to think like, did I do something to her? Like, I thought we were friends. I don't understand. Today, I'm still honestly even confused. And you know what the crazy thing is? She followed me on social media about almost 2 years ago. I had been thinking, I thought to myself last year, maybe I should write her and ask her why did she lie like that? But then I was like, nah. And you know what? Even though she had stopped talking to me and I stopped talking to her, we were still following each other on Twitter at that time. And she was still like tweeting, lying about just certain stuff. Me and one of my other good friends, me and him would just be reading her tweets, like laughing to ourselves, like, this girl is a real deal liar. Maybe she can't control it. I don't know, but she was just like keep lying. And then we ended up running into our friend that she said that she drove to the party. We asked him like, how did you get to that party? He said he rode with some other people that we knew. He said he didn't ride with her. And I was just like, wow, this girl she just lies. And you know another thing that's so crazy? It's this workout place that's on campus that everyone goes and work out at. It's called the Wellness Center. And one day Nicole and I was there. We were in the weight room, and in the weight room, it's a lot of guys in there. So Sean walked in, and when Sean walked in, we like looked at him. We just kept doing what we were doing. But we noticed that Sean kept looking at us like we were crazy. And we was looking at Sean like confused too, like, do he know who we are? And he was looking at us like, and I'm like, so me and Nicole was like, what, like, was she here? Or maybe she wasn't. Dang, did that happen or no? But anyways, I still think she was lying. I could never believe anything she says. So anytime I see her post anything, I'd be like, she probably lying. She lying. So that's pretty much the story about how one of my really good friends was a pathological liar, habitual liar, however you want to put it. She was a complete liar. I don't know if she still lies today, but in my mind, she's a liar still. I don't know why she did that. Hopefully she know it. I hope she's doing better. I really do. I don't know. I didn't get a life lesson out of this, really. Me and my friends, we just always look back at it and laugh. And me and EJ, we laugh about it all the time too. So yeah, it's just a real funny story to tell. I hope y'all enjoyed my story though. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. Also hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to ring that bell so you can be notified every time I post. New videos dropping every Sunday and Friday. Also, be sure to follow me on social media. You can follow me on Instagram at Makeup by Carme. You can also follow my personal Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter at Miss Carme. Thanks you guys again. Bye.